Hey guys, so sorry about that. Mom called right before and I started talking to him and then I forgot what time it was and I forgot to put up the screen that had everything that was all the mess out of the way. So anyway, here we are. Let's see who's here. The other thing that happened was I was talking with Charlotta, who is not here with us today because she is having a little procedure. And so we were kind of chatting about that. So I just want to say I wish Charlotta good luck tomorrow, and I'll be thinking about her and saying a prayer. And I told her that you all would want to know where she was, and she said it's fine. It's nothing big, but she's a little nervous about it. And of course, you can understand that. So she's got to go to bed early tonight, so she will not be here with us. So hey, Lisa Townsend. Let me see who's here. Okay, there's Karen, Claire, Laura. Wait, today, tomorrow morning she has it. Yeah. Who else? We have Sharon. So is there anybody from Utah? Oh, there's Poochie Tats. Hey, okay, good. I was wondering if YouTube was working. This is my new brand channel, guys. Did you go ahead and subscribe? That would be good. And did you get notifications? If you're watching on YouTube, please do, because I don't know if I need to reset them or what. People were saying that they weren't working well. And anyway, so, and if you're on Facebook, I hope that you're getting notifications there, but who knows? Hey, Brenda, Teresita, Belinda, Louise, Diane. Hey, Kaylin, Teresa, Mary Beth, Jackie, good to see you guys. Hey, Jen. Yeah, we're going to have a really fun thing today. I do have a couple things to show you first, if that's okay. Sorry, I'm looking at the comments. They're bigger over here. One thing on YouTube, not Facebook today. Okay, all right, good. So she is on YouTube and it's working. Hey, Elaine. Hi, Karen. Okay, you got your order. Good. Oh, excellent. Hey, Leslie. All right. I knew everybody would want to say good luck. Oh, you're catching your first live. Yay. I'm glad you're here. Okay. Hey, Linda Cooper. Hi, Brenda. Oh, you also first live show. Excellent. Okay. And you got a notification. It's working, guys. Hey, Mary Z. All right. We have more YouTube people coming on. Usually I can see that over in my little thing and I don't see it, but that's all right. Okay, Michelle. All right, so this, okay, she got, yes, okay. So Belinda's telling you how to do it. All right. There was something I was just going to tell you. Oh, we have our winners to announce today from the release party. So that's cool. We're going to do this project. So I want to get through as much as I can. And I do want to show you also that I didn't finish it yet, but I'm close. Where did I put it? I have that little project that I was working on. Here it is. I didn't finish the books, but I really like how it came out. We did this last time, and I put a beaded spine on. Isn't that pretty? Wait, let me get a light and you can kind of see. I don't know, maybe not. This lighting here is not doing good today. And then there's the back. So I think it came out cute. I want to show how to put the books in, but I'm going to do another separate video. Also, if you guys didn't see, I posted a video because I was kind of testing, and I think it went up fine. So I did a video on the stencils and the thinlits because the other one was kind of messed up. So now set the record straight and use a stencil that works. So there is a video over there if you want to take a look, but it's basically what we did in the last video. Okay. Oh, thank you, Karen. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Okay. So let me just show you what I'm thinking about. Thank you, Teresa. She went to bed having a procedure tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Is everybody saying where's Charlotta? Yes. Where is the mayor? Okay, so we have our winners. So what my thought is, what I want to do tonight is, this is the kind of the prototype, the one that I brought to the UK, and it's the little skinny treasure box. But the one that I want to do tonight is going to be an idea file, and I might make it a little bit wider. I'm not sure. I want to show you though how I did that one, and then we can go from there. You can see how easy it is to do something else. Okay. Any hints of upcoming new stuff? You know, I had to call Leslie today, and I know what my direction is now, so that's a good thing. So I don't quite have a hint yet because this is like next year. It's far away. But what I thought I would do tonight is to construct this from chipboard. I'm going to make it another one out of chipboard, and then I'm going to put my adhesive on the chipboard. Then I'm going to peel it away, and then I'm going to decoupage with some book pages and napkins because I haven't done that in so long. Hey, Dorothy. Good to see you. I mean, we all have ideas, right? And that's kind of what the other one was too, because it was kind of a file on what I did on what day. So that was good to keep track of that too, because I was gone a month, and I needed to know what things I needed for each class and all that. So it did help keep me on track. So I wanted to show you what we're going to use. Then I did go to the thrift store today because I've been away for a month, guys. So I had to just check out what was new in there. So I did pick up a couple things, so I will show you quickly. But first, the things that we're going to use today, and I brought out a bunch of napkin sets that I have in the shop. So this is one. This is like a floral, really pretty. I can't remember the name of it. There's one that's like summer bundle. This one is, I guess that's why they call it the blues. That has all blue napkins. This one is like a coastal theme, you know, fish, sea. And this is another flower one. I really love that poppy. So they're all in the Etsy store. So if you want them, you get one of each, and it's between like 12 and 15. There's also, where's the other one? There was one that was like a lemon one. Where did that go? That was really cute. It's probably in the pile somewhere. Anyway, you can go and look at them, and whatever theme you want to use, you know, they really last a long time because you're only using a couple things at a time. So it's, you're dying to know the details of my California visit. Okay. That is another thing I wanted to talk about, and I have all my dates and times here. So let's do that, and then we'll do what we're going to use tonight, and then more stuff. But I'm really trying to talk fast. Okay, we have a maker retreat in Texas, and there's still, I think now there's one spot left. You can also go for the day if you want to do it that way. That is in Austin, Texas, from July 25th to the 27th or 28th. I guess we leave on the Sunday. So that is a really good deal because you get all of your hotel, or well, it's a house that we're going to rent, and so that's all covered in the price. Then there is the Society of Wildflowers Conference in California. Now that one is going to be on the beach in a hotel called the Art Hotel, if you can believe it. It's right on the water. If you've been to Laguna Beach, it's beautiful. And to have that right, I mean, that will be inspiring. So I'm going to put up the registration. I don't think I have a banner for it right here, but if you go to sowconf.com, that's where registration is. So I'm going to be teaching with the Field Notes Journal, and there's tons of classes, tons of famous designers going. Lindsay Ostrom, if you know her, she's going. Crafty Chica, Jennifer, what's her last name? I can never think of it. It starts with H. Anyway, she's going to be there. It's just going to be really fun. Jennifer Perkins, like I said, starts with H. So she will be there. We're going to have a really good time. So that is July 16th to the 19th. So check that out. And then I'm going to be down at Scrappy Shack August 15th to the 18th. And I think Leslie's going to that. She came last time. And Lisa, I don't know if Lisa's going, but I think I saw her here. Anyway, that's what's happening there. So let me go back to the comments. Hey, Naomi. Oh, you'll be at the Maker Retreat. Yay, Sarah. Hi, Angie. Are you going to that? Somebody is. Laguna. I know, Kimberly. That's where your dad was, right? And did you live there too? Anyway, it's going to be fun. Oh, Rhonda. I need to talk to you, Rhonda. Maybe you could message me after I went on your site. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you about maybe stopping in. Okay. So that is going to be July and August. So I made the sad decision not to bring the trailer because it's just too much work. And I'm nervous about towing them over the Rocky Mountains because I'm doing an event in Las Vegas, and that's kind of where I would go. And I'm a little nervous about that. So I am not going to bring Scotty, but I will have my van, and I'll be just reporting from the road, and it's going to be fun. I can't wait. So, okay, 6 years of your childhood. Aw, Teresa White, you're going to be at Scrappy Shack. Great. Oh, fun. This is going to be fun, guys. All right. Now, on Thursday, Melanie from Scrappy Shack is going to come on and just kind of answer your questions if you have any about that retreat. And, we did have a video where we talked about the Maker Retreat. So if you want to go, and I could send a link to that if you have questions about that. We kind of, Erin and Cassie and I were on a call. We are on a live, and we talked about that too. So, okay. Thanks, Rhonda. Okay. So that's that. I told you about Charlotta, sending her regards. And okay, now let me finish showing you what we're going to use tonight. Just quick. I'm going to use this so it's quicker. You could just use the Mod Podge or the, decoupage if you want, but I'm going to be using that just to make it go faster so I don't have to wait for it to dry. You can use mat board, or you can use your mixed media board, and I am going to use the chipboard out of that. And then the die is this one. This is the treasure box. I do have this for sale individually in the Etsy store and also in the bundle. So if anybody needs it, go ahead. There's also a big sale. And if you guys wanted to click on my link, they're having one of their usual Sizzix sale. So some good deals there. So go check it out. Okay. I think I'm ready to show you some of the fun stuff I got. And here's that lemon one. I knew I would find it. Isn't that pretty? I love these colors. Very fresh. So it's like citrus, kind of yellows and blues. Pretty. Okay, this is the winner of the best find of the day. All right. So I looked at it. It's textured wallpaper, a whole roll of it. Okay, this is really nice to put on your journals or to use them inside a journal to make little pockets. And the price originally, well, it said $18, except I didn't see it. I saw the one on the back that said $3.99. So when I got up to the counter, the guy's looking at it, and I was like, $18.99 or $18. Wait a minute. I thought it was $3.99. So I showed him the price, and he's like, okay. So I got it for $3.99. Look at this giant roll. I love it. All right. So that, and then I also found some contact paper. I think I'm going to switch out the paper the contact paper I have on my desk right now and just do this for something different. So 50 cents, pretty aqua, gotta love it. So that was a good deal. There were two of these, and I got them both. And what I was thinking was, I don't know why they're so short. Like, look at them. I mean, what could you make in there? What do you think that's for? What I thought was paint palette. because I'm going to bring out a bunch of stuff. Hey, Amy, how are you? I'm going to bring this out for everybody to at night sit and watercolor. And I thought this would be a good couple of them to put in the middle of the table so everybody can reach the colors. Muffin top. Oh, yeah, that could be. But I mean, it just seems so short. But I'm using it for a paint palette. So there you go. All right. And then they had these little boxes, which have a nice lid. They're acrylic. They were $1/4. So there were 5 of them, and I got them all. I like clear because when I store stuff, then you can see what it is. Whoopie pie cake. Oh, okay. And then one last thing I got, just for the idea, but I thought it was so cute. It's just like a little card wallet kind of thing, but look at that. Look at this cute little notepad. And then it's expandable. So wouldn't this be a cool die? I don't know. It's kind of what I'm thinking. So that was $2. So, you know, $2 for an idea. Not too bad. I do find good bargains. I know. I was happy. I wasn't sure. And then just a couple other little things. Linda, I was earlier. Is your machine? Oh, okay. So you're talking about. Okay, this is 4 little, what do they call them? Cameo frame. But I was thinking you could do like little dried flowers in there and then maybe add some glue on top and make like a little, or resin would be cute. So yes, please. We need more leather fabric dyes. Okay, I agree. All right. Then I got this. And I can't tell if it's, I think it's machine done. But I just thought it was so pretty. That was $1. Little hanky. I mean, I was talking to the lady and she said, people then were so delicate, you know, with their little, because they're so thin and light. I mean, what could they absorb? I said, yeah, I say, you know, give me a paper towel. I need to blow my nose. All right. So the last, oh no, 2 more items. All right. I'm thinking loom. Won't this be pretty? I think this red is amazing. Look at that. And also, this is very delicate and it's purpley pink, I would say. Wouldn't you say? Purpley pink. Okay. All right, I'm trying to, unfortunately, that is not a hint, but I know it. But actually, okay, maybe it could work. I don't know. What is the name of that? Something ladder yarn. Oh yeah, okay. I know. All right. We'll see, guys. All right, now these are the last things. These are these Aunt Martha's hot iron transfers where you can press them on fabric and then you stitch over them. That one reminds me of ones that I don't know where we had them somewhere in my life. Like my grandmother had them on towels or something in the bathroom. I can't remember. And some of these are just pretty designs, you know? So these were $1 and I got them. So we'll see. I was so excited. All right, let's see what else. I think that's it. Oh, and I do have one more thing to show you. And this was so exciting. When we were in Netherlands, we were walking around town. We had to go to the laundromat because we had been in the UK for 12 days and like I had to wash my pants and everything before we got on the boat. So we're looking for this, and it was called the wash place. So it turns out we brought our stuff, and the guy was so backed up that he just said, when do you want to come back and get it? And he did our laundry so we could walk around the rest of the day. And it was like $20 or something. So we're like, yeah, okay. So we found, long story long, we found a flying tiger in Amsterdam. So I wanted to show you what I got there. So this little rainbow ribbon I just thought was cute. And I did get a couple other things. I think I put them back already. But this is, you know how I love my grid books. So this was one. And this pack of 3 that's going to fit, I think, in the full-size journal, and also grids. Okay. And then this. I thought it said something else when I was reading it. Don't be such a square. But I don't know. In my head, it's like, but I was going to cover that anyway, because that's another grid book. And this was like $1, I think. So anyway, and these I thought were really cute. Paper clips that are squares. So I thought they were fun. So anyway, that's what I did in Flying Tiger. Then we found another one in Iceland, but we were running out of room. So I didn't get anything there. But, and then this was from like a little stationery store, and I thought these were beautiful. They're glitter postcards. Wait, let me put this light over here and see if that will show. I don't know if it's reflecting, but they all have glitter on them. And I just loved them. Aren't they pretty? And then I think, oops, these go this way. So I got 3 landscape and 3 portrait. And that one's like, oh, those are, yeah, they're just little people and kids in Holland or Netherlands. So I love them. Yeah, it's very subtle, but that glitter is really pretty. So those were some of my purchases. You reloaded and it still froze. Shoot. What are you on? Belinda, you're on Facebook? All right, so let's see. Yeah, let's get to the project, okay? Let me turn the camera down. And all right, let's see here. I'm having trouble keeping my thing straight. All right. Oh, this is gonna drive me crazy, but okay. All right, so what we're gonna do is, let me just talk it through with you, and then we'll do it, okay? We're gonna take our die, and what I did was I just took some washi tape. First, I figured out, okay, what do I want to do with this? And what I decided was I wanted to use this to put my index cards. So I found these dividers that I had. And I figured out like each day. So I made a little index card for each day. And then I made my notes on them, all the things I had to remember. And then I did like, okay, Country View Crafts, Art from the Heart, Hobby Maker, Craft Stash, Ellison Europe. And I put, you know, each thing that I needed to do. So I just wrote on the back of these, okay? So I laid it on my die to see how much space I needed. And honestly, thinking about it, I wish I had added a little bit more space because it was very tight and it was kind of hard to pull these out. So you might want to move that down. You can make it to whatever size that you want, okay? You don't have to do it the size that I'm doing. I'm just showing you why I did mine and what, you know, how to do it. And then you can determine how wide or thin or thick you want it to be, okay? So I just happened to find another pack of these at a thrift store. So we could use these, or you could just leave them alone and just do the file folder or file cards, index cards. They will fit inside. Now, one thing, if you want to add a tab or something, you have to think about the height of this. These fit great. like right here, they're like, they stick up a little bit, but not too much. Now, the other thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to make sure that I had a pencil, because what good is it if you don't have a pencil? Your Facebook is frozen. Okay. All right. There. Thanks, Glum. And I want to show you this closure because this is so cool and easy. All right. So I put a pencil on top just so I can grab it out. And I also have a spare one inside because I pulled the elastic so it went from here out to here, around, over here, and around again. And I put another pencil inside just to make sure I would not be without a pencil, because that scares me. All right, so then I just kind of decorated it how I wanted. We're going to do a different thing today, but I put all my events in here that I was going to in case I forgot where I was or where I needed to go. So I had that in on my outside of my box, and it also decorated it, and it was fun. I like the look of the white on the craft, and then I just did some little borders around with my white Sakura pens. I like them the best. And then these, I had some extra little cutouts, you know, from the die, and I just kind of put my brush over them and decoupage them on. I did finish the box just to protect it a little bit. So I think that thinking is what they call belts and braces. I don't know. All right, so I like that it will, you know, and then what I was thinking was, I didn't really do this too much except when I was on the boat and I wanted to remember an idea, you know, I could put that, I had some phone numbers too. I have my passwords, I had who paid for stuff. I mean, it was handy, and I could just take the little card and put it where it was supposed to go. And you can put that here. And if you have other stuff in here, it will hold it. So, you know, so the other thing that you could do with it, wait a minute, this is not good, is you could do like a recipe card, recipe file, and just put, you know, take out the one you want and put it here and read it while you're making the recipe. Okay, so just a little background on why I did it, how I did it, and now let's do it. All right, so what I want to do, like I said, I want to use chipboard, and I'm going to add some adhesive on that before I start, and then I'm going to cut it, and then I'm going to peel the adhesive off, and then I'm going to add my book pages. Okay, so that's one piece. Sorry. Should have got all this out, but my mother called right before. My sister called with Mom in the car. They were coming back from the dentist, and she had an infection in her mouth, which she didn't tell anybody about, except she said, you know, because the dentist is like, how are you doing, Maureen? And it was a friend of hers husband who was their dentist, and she's like, you know, my mouth hurts kind of. And he's like, Kathy's like, what? Why didn't you tell me? So anyway, they have to get somebody to, well, anyway, they took care of it, but she's got to have some other work. But she's doing fine, and she sounded great. So I know you guys asked about her. So so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my adhesive right up to the end here, but I'm going to cut it because I don't need a whole big long piece. I am going to need it for my lid though, so maybe I will put it down here. I'll cover this one, and the other one I won't. Yes, she is doing good. Yes, I know. Well, Diane, that's so that I remembered where I was supposed to be. Okay, so I'm just covering one piece of chipboard with my full sheet of adhesive, and then the other one I'm going to measure here down to here and mark that. Where did I put my pencil? And trim that. And I found these long scissors somewhere. Isn't that crazy? But they're pretty handy if you just want to chop something down. Look at that, 2 little cuts and you're good. All right, so that is going to go on this piece of adhesive. Let me clear off this stuff. Seems short. I hope I did that right. I didn't. Oh no, it just fits. All right, so we're going to have to put it right to the edge, which is fine. Okay. All right, now I'm going to cut them. And what I'm going to do is, let's talk about this. We're adjusting this so that the, I'm trying to think of where I have the box. Hang on, let me show you the big one. All right, so here's a regular size. Sorry, dropped my elastic. We're going to need that to kind of lace it up, okay? So let's put them together. This one, I don't know. It's like somebody stepped on it, maybe me. All right, so here we have the altered one. Here we have the regular one. So you can see this is the width of this side, all right? And here we're just trimming it to that, okay? If you can kind of picture it on the die, then you get it. The only other thing we have to remember is we have to cut down also the top, because that's not going to be this whole full side. So what I'm going to do is cut a whole one and then use pieces for one side and the other side, okay? You'll see when we do it. All right, but here is the difference between the boxes. All right, so just think about what you're going to put in yours. You might want the full size, but someday you might want to change it up a little. All right, so here is this. So I'm going to cut the whole top because we're going to use that for our top and bottom. And then this is one side. So we're going to have to trim this. Actually, I'm just going to lay this here and then I'll cut that separately. That leaves me not having to measure and cut one time. All right. So let's run this through. The short side will be even shorter. Yes, it will. Okay. So just make sure to mark that and do them the same height, whatever they are, because otherwise they'll be lopsided. Okay, so now you have a long side and a short side, one set. Now let's do this one. Same thing. I'm going to put that right up there. Hopefully I have it right up there. I can't see. Okay. We're going to cut another one. Yes, I'm glad Mom is good too. That's how long 2-hole scissors are. Wow. Yeah. Okay, so now we have 2 sets of these. And let's just measure them and make sure they're about right. That one's a little bit longer, so I might just trim that because I do want them to be exactly right, the same. Okay, and then we have this piece, which we're going to cut the top. And we also have these, so I wasn't really planning on using them. I'm just going to leave them in there. And I'm going to cut one of these. All right. And I think I can use a short cutting pad for that. Oh, everything's falling down, guys. I'm trying to organize, but I'm also designing. I have all these classes to figure out. Yay. Okay. So here is this. All right, so I think we're done with this. And I'm just going to trim that up because this might happen to you too, but just know they all have to be the same size. That's why when you use a die to cut it and they're all the same, that's why they work. So it's not that much, but I just don't want to mess with it. So I'm going to just trim that. I'm going to use the side of my, oh wait, this is a little slippery. So let me put it like this, so it doesn't move. And this cuts easily because it's chipboard. Okay. So now we're good. And I'll just do these real quick. Is everybody's channel working and able to see everything? And the blade! All right, and we also need to cut this. Now this is going to be not the same width as this because that's the tab. We want it the same as this, which I think is about 1 inch. So let's see here. Yeah, that's 1 inch. So I'm going to get my quilting roller here. I have one that has like cork on it, and that keeps it from sticking. All right, so I think that's about right. You could use, like, I've used a cutting pad actually as my acrylic ruler in a pinch, but all right, so we need 2 of these, so let's move that down a little. So you can actually do this on a trimmer too. Just use your blade and sink it down and go back and forth a couple times, and it will cut through if you're nervous about the blade. The trick is keeping it from moving here because this adhesive on here is a little slippery. So, okay. All right. So now we have what we need. So let's put it together and you'll see how it all works. It's really easy. All right. So now, you know what? The benefit is I can use this to keep it together because that's adhesive. I didn't think of that, but that worked out. Great idea about cutting that first piece and cutting 2 sides of the side. Yeah, you just have to, if you do it one time, you're going to get it. You'll see how it works, and it's really easy and fun. Okay, let's do these. I'm going to lay that on the side of my table. Do it there. Some of Facebook's network is having issues. You're in Facebook, it looks good. Okay. People moved over to YouTube because Facebook is freezing up. Well, thank you. And if you're on YouTube, while you're there, you want to give me a like and hit the notifications, that will be good. Because now that I'm a brand, you know, I gotta perform here. All right, now we are gonna put this together. So let's go ahead and do that. And then I'm gonna decorate it. It probably would be easier to do while it's flat, but what I'm thinking is I want my paper and napkin to wrap around this and kind of secure it. So I'm not going to do it the way I usually do, okay? It's going to cover our little seams and everything, and because I think this is going to get some use, so I want it to be pretty versatile. So I'm not going to peel off my extra, you know, bulky mat board here. I'm just going to pull off the adhesive. All right. Is anybody doing this with me? Let me know if you have questions. All right, so let's do these first. And, you know, as usual, this could be a good idea or not. Who knows? We'll find out, but it's worth trying. Okay, so this is gonna, you know, we're just putting it together regular, except it's a little bit shorter is all. Right? Trying to match that up. Okay. Well, that's actually worked out well, that it's, you know, already got adhesive on it. Now this is a little bit of a problem here because it did not exactly meet up. Do you see that? So that's a pain, but I don't think it's enough to worry about. And then let's put this together. Just make sure if you're doing it this way, just lift up only one layer so that you have the adhesive. But if you're using glue or whatever to put it together, then you're good. Your Facebook is fine at the moment. Well, that's good. It's kind of hard to match things up when my head is facing down. Now here, one thing I forgot to tell you is you can see how this is going to overlap, and that could be in the way. So we should have cut these, but it's no big deal. We can do it now. I'm just going to trim that off at a 45-degree angle or more. That looks pretty good, just so that these are not in the way of each other, because that's going to raise it up a little and make it not sit right. Okay, so I think we're good here. That looks good. And then before I cut these, I'm going to trim them too. These are nice heavy-duty ones. I think these are Tim Holtz. Woo! Okay, so let's get all this junk off here. I think we're good. You're not doing it with me, you know, after. Well, yeah, it's easy. It just goes together just fine. Yeah, Karen, you've already made a few, so you know the deal. I love seeing them in the group, guys. They are looking so pretty, and I love all the different reasons you're making them and just seeing what you're making. That's a little bit close, but I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, so now let's take off the top. So we're just going to assemble it like normal, except it's going to have glue on it, or adhesive, which is handy because we're going to stick our top and bottom on. And we're good to go. And then we're going to decorate. Okay, hopefully I didn't talk too much and we can get this done. If we have to, we could finish on Thursday because we're going to have Melanie there for a little bit, and then we'll have time to do a short project, which I have something in mind, but if we have to finish this, then we can. Okay, so there's our top. So we're just going to square this up. You know, that looks pretty good. And just take our, why is that small? Okay, this is not good. All right, where did it just wouldn't be a show without. Yep, I need to cut another thing anyway. Ay, ay, ay. Sorry about that, guys. Well, good thing I have an extra piece and I have extra adhesive. You know what? I was not factoring in that this is gonna fold over, that there's, oh no, I thought I measured it right, but whatever. So here's good advice too. Make sure you have extra stuff. that you can use to fix. But the good thing is it's only chipboard. It's nothing. This is not hard. We just need to cut two. Let's measure this. How's that for a novel idea? All right, so I would say this is what the heck? Can't even read this thing. 1 and 1 and a little bit more. It's about 1 3/8. A little more than 1 1/4 by it should be 5. You know what? I'm gonna cut this and I'm gonna cut it on the die because then I know it's the right. I know. Measure 3 times, cut once. Ah! Oh well. You know I make the mistakes for you. Don't worry. Well, we have a die. I'm not going to go crazy with it. Let's just let it cut. And back to the drawing board. Good thing this is perfect. All right, where's the end that I want? Down here. Sorry, guys. That's how it goes some days. I was just frazzled talking to Mom. I was happy that she was good, but she is going to be down at the beach. We're going down with the family for 4th of July. It is going to be crazy because we're going to have 6 adults and 6 kids in our beach house. And the other family members are getting their own places, but it is going to be a little crowded, I would say. But, all right, let's see. I'm actually just going to mark it, and then I know exactly how wide I want it to be. Okay, it'll be quick. And I am going to use my cutting pad. And if you hold your hand on one side, top and bottom, it should be pretty stable. All right, one more. Let's get this on a line so I can see. All right. And the easiest way is just run your blade over it a couple times. Don't worry, I'm not going to chop my finger, Leslie. Hopefully. All right. Crisis averted. But sorry about that. So you will have to measure anyway, because you may not do the same size as me. So I'm just setting that on there. You have to fiddle with it a little bit. Don't push it down until you're ready, okay? And then push down in here. All right, and now we're going to take this off. Let's just make sure this fits. Yep, we're good. Were you yelling at me? Eileen, remeasure that. It doesn't look right. Sorry. Our weather here is so pretty. I can't believe it. It is just beautiful. It could be, if it could be like this every day, I would love it. It's like, I don't know, 72 or so. And just really nice. Not humid. I was talking with Jenny Atkinson, who's in Shetland, and Lisa Hull, who's in Idaho. Jenny was saying it's cold in the UK. That place is always cold out there, from what I can tell. That is, people that live there, they're like pioneers. They're tough. All right, so let's lay this on top. This is really sticky, guys. But you want to have a nice square shape or rectangle shape. Okay, that's good. And thank goodness. Few space is still available for the retreat of Scrappy Shack. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, so we have our box. And that matches up pretty well, I would say. Okay. Now, first, I want to tell you how we're going to do this elastic. All right, because this is a little tricky, but I want to do it before I decorate it. I want to do it after I decorate. You know what? Maybe we'll do this on Thursday, because I'm going to have to let this dry anyway. But I'll tell you how we're going to do it. You're going to take this piece here and you're going to make an X with a ruler, okay, or a straight edge, and just go. You're going to want to find the center from here to here. Just make a little X in the middle. This is going to come off, so don't worry if you write on it. Okay, can you see what I'm doing? Just taking the point here and the point here, making a line in the middle. All right, so that's going to be my center. I'm going to poke my hole there, and then I'm going to go on here and do the same thing, the same height as this one. And I'm going to do another X, and I'm going to poke another hole there. And then we're going to thread it. But 109 in Puerto Rico. Good Lord. Oh my God, that's bad. Yeah, make an X. Yeah, you find both centers, and then you're going to tie a knot at the end of the elastic. I do a double knot so it stays. And you're going to put it in here. And so you're going to string it from the inside out, from here to here when you poke that. And then you have to pull it really tight and tie a knot so that this one inside here also is tight. And then you get that nice snapping, you know, after you do two of those. All right, but we'll do that. We'll do that next time, because I don't think we're going to have time here to get this all, because I was messing around. Sorry about that, guys. All right. So here is some paper. I'm going to take this and lay this down and add my text paper. And I can get this thing off. And it's going to wrap. So I'm going to take off my sides and the bottom and do this side first. And you could even just tear strips and lay it on and just make sure you cover everything. I mean, it's like you want it to be strong, but not so you can't get your thing under it. And so my thought is, if we're wrapping around the other material, that's going to strengthen this box and keep it together better, because, you know, you're going to use it a good bit. So let's make it nice and sturdy. Can't get under that. Probably be a little easier with math board, but all right. So I have everything except the back. I'm not going to do that now because it's going to stick on it and I'll never get it off. All right. So I'm going to purposely wrap this around at the seams. And if you're not perfectly straight, don't worry about it. And you can go up and down, you can go around, you know, however you want to do it. And I've got some coffee dyed paper. I'm going to put that on. I think I just want to line that up with the top. If it's not exactly perfect, you can always take your sandpaper and, you know, smooth it down. But I think this is good. And let's see what else we got here. That one we already used. So let's go across here. So you get what I'm doing here? That I think I'm just going to bring around. So I'm going to leave that there. And you can just use your ruler to tear stuff off. Probably should have had stuff done. But I was happy to talk to Mom because it's been a while. Hopefully this is not weird stuff that it's I haven't read it. It's surprising what some books say. All right. So this could I like the one that said it had a book about Eileen. They were pretty funny. All right, let's go here with that. And around the corner. Whoa. And let's do we can just sand that off. And we got one little spot here. This paper is pretty brittle, so I'm just kind of taking it off with my finger. Let's do this. And that's just dictionary page. Hi, Jody. How you doing? Adhesive decoupage. Yeah. All right. It's a little messy, but you know what? When we get our decoupage out, I can stick all this stuff down. Okay. So it's 7 o'clock. I think what I'm going to do is end this. And then tomorrow, or I mean on Thursday, you know, we'll talk to Melanie. And then so what I'm going to do after this, I'm going to finish covering this, like what I just did. You know, you saw how I did this. I'm going to put a coat of decoupage on to seal it and put, you know, stick down anything that is not stuck. And then I'm going to take a layer of napkin, and I might wait and do that on Thursday, but you guys know how to do that. But I'm going to continue this because I don't know what I was thinking, but this is not going to work for today. So sorry about that. If I had my ends right, I might have been all right, but still, no big deal. We will be back to finish this. Just get this one side done, and I can trim this or stick it down or whatever. Okay, so then I have to do my lid. So it just takes a little messing around, and I don't have too much paper here, so I have a bunch more. I'll have to go and just see what I have in the cabinet. And this I'm just going to wrap around. This I'm going to wrap over. So see, these seams are reinforced. Now, I didn't think to much about it there, but we can put napkins over that. So this here has a good seam, so we can stick more of this paper over and be fine. Okay. You should watercolor on it. Oh, that would be pretty. Ooh. Well, I do have some new watercolors, guys. I gotta think about that, Poochie Tats. Oh, floral stencil over the paper. Yes, it would, but it would be kind of hard to do it now because it's kind of bumpy. I mean, you could. Or you could stencil paper and stick that on. So there's lots of ways you could do it. I basically wanted to show you how this mechanism worked and how to cut the thing. So my hand's sticking everything. Okay. Oh, sure, Teresa. Good. Okay, I will come back, guys, and we'll finish this up. Don't leave. You want to keep going? I am so hungry. I know that I don't look like it, but I did not eat today. All right, let's see. The thing about it is I've got to put all the stuff on. It's got to dry before we do the elastic because we can't wrap around it. You know what I mean? So Poochie Tats, you have to come back, okay? Come back on Thursday. And it'll be recorded, so don't worry, okay? Thank you for coming, guys. I'm so glad that my new channel is actually working and I'm like officially a brand. And let's see. See, I want this to go over, but I want that to go over too. I don't know. I got to play with this. All right, that just tells me I need to get some more paper here because I was just grabbing stuff at the last minute. But look at this pretty napkins. I see I got these ready to go because I thought, oh, here they are. I knew I had more. But I got to pick napkins. And they're all kind of watercolory look, actually. So it's kind of funny that, you know, and just kind of florals, these butterflies. That little bird was so cute. I think somebody sent me that napkin. Or if you wanted, you could use an old sewing pattern, you know, instead of napkin, or you could use tissue paper. This is one of my favorite napkins. I love that. You know, wouldn't that be pretty? A little bit of that on there. So, all right, I can't make a decision right now. So I'm gonna go, guys. I will be back. We will talk to Melanie, and then we're gonna knock this out, okay? If you decide you want to get going on it without me, go ahead. Put it in the group. If you have any questions, just let me know. As far as elastic, I think this is a 1.5. The lemons, I know, aren't they pretty? Hi, Debbie. Yeah, oh, wait a minute. I didn't announce the winners. So, all right, good thing we didn't go. All right, are you ready? I'm going to put them up in the fan club too. On YouTube, Sheila Brady, okay? Sheila Brady here? I thought I saw her name. For Instagram, Sheila Steyer Breyer or Briere. And then on Facebook, Michelle Alexander. You guys are the winners. So I'm going to send your names in. I need to get your addresses. If you are listening, could you send me your address in a message, and then I can send that on to Sizzix? Okay. And food, the lemons. Yeah, the lemons are pretty. Congrats. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. I will be back on Thursday. If you want to make one of these, go ahead and get it ready to up to this point, and then we can finish them on Thursday. Okay. And sorry for the delay. I thought it would go a little quicker, but it just didn't. I had to show you all those things I got. That was on me. Oh, well. All right, guys. See you Thursday. Thanks so much for coming. Subscribe, get notifications, follow, all those things. Okay? All right. See you soon. Bye.